Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am showing you a full inventory of all the food in my house today because today marks the start of my December pantry and freezer challenge. The goal is to plan all of our meals and snacks around what we already have in the house and hopefully use up some meat and vegetables in the freezers, especially that have gone neglected or I've completely forgotten about and didn't even realize they're there. I will be giving weekly updates, showing you what we've eaten, sharing recipes, and giving you a peek back into the fridges, freezers, and pantries to see how things are looking on a week-to-week basis. If you are new here, we are a family of 10. We live on a homestead in South Carolina. We do have about 20 chickens. They're producing 8 to 9 eggs a day at this point because it's winter and so there's less daylight hours, but we're still getting enough to where we don't have to get any from the grocery store. Of course, I don't necessarily expect our dairy products to last us the whole month of December. There is a chance that I will go back for coffee creamer or cheese if we run out. I don't know. I guess we'll see as the month goes on, but I'll definitely be going back to the store at least once for fresh fruits and vegetables. In the freezer below, there are quart bags with 1 cup of cottage cheese in each, and then I just flattened them to freeze them. There's some leftover green enchilada sauce. Those green looking beans are Ethiopian coffee beans that I roast myself. There's some broccoli, chopped turnip greens under there. I do not remember buying those, but we will figure out how to use them. There's some strawberry ice cream that belongs to my little one, and some popsicles and coffee. I cannot get over how much food I found in this bottom freezer. It's kind of crazy. There's lots of frozen fruit. There's this berry mix. There's 2-cup baggies of oatmeal. That's exactly how much I need to make leftover oatmeal muffins. There's wild blueberries, which are the little ones that are the best in muffins. This ricotta cheese container actually holds some leftover filling when I made lasagna last month. It's going to be perfect for lasagna soup. That is definitely on the menu for December. I've also got quite a few of these freezer bags that have protein shakes already assembled, and I just need to dump it all in the freezer and add a cup of water. And then the last of some of my frozen veggies from the garden. There's some Roma tomatoes and some peppers. We've got frozen pecan halves, a leftover hash brown casserole from Thanksgiving, several pints of homemade pesto from 2 years ago. We are going to definitely go through at least half of that in December, and some yeast. This is the cabinet next to the stove. I'm looking forward to seeing how much honey we go through in December, making all of our own bread. Of course, there's tea bags, lemon juice, lots of baking products, raisins. Onto the upright freezer. On these top 2 bins, we keep nothing but chicken. Okay, I lied. There is a gallon Ziploc bag of leftover ham from Thanksgiving that we're going to use to make ham salad. It's really good. Again, I will make a video showing all the stuff that we make this week, so you will have the recipe for that if you want it. This bin is hard to get out of the freezer, but it is nothing but chicken breasts, either 2 or 3 to a quart bag. Here is some frozen chopped okra, and there's some more back there. I had no idea that I had this much broccoli in here. So there's a bunch of bags of broccoli florets. There's some green beans, and then underneath the bagged veggies is venison. There's some cube meat like for stew. There's a pork loin back there, and there are some backstrap, which is like the venison version of filet mignon. It is so good. And here there's some turkey sausage, turkey kielbasa, quite a bit of frozen peaches from this summer. We have peach orchards all around us, and we go get bushels and bushels of them in the summer. There's some cooked sausage and cooked ground beef. All right, there is a lot of wasted space in this freezer door. There was some Rebel sugar-free ice cream, an unopened bag of meatballs. Here are a couple bags of cauliflower. Here's a little bit more cauliflower and 8 pounds of butter. Speaking of butter, this is the bin that holds the majority of our butter. right, this is, I think, 2 pounds or 1.5 pounds of ground turkey that is already cooked and ready to go in a soup I've been meaning to make. And right here is my butter bin. There are 28 pounds of butter in this bin. And here we've got mixed veggies, some more frozen peaches, along with some riced cauliflower. Down here we've got more frozen vegetables. These are all sliced peppers from the garden this past summer, green beans, peas, and bags of peas and carrots together. We'll be using that to make lots of fried rice this month. All right, let's head into the pantry and take a look. I hope to go through a good bit of the oats. I need to take a peek in those bins and see what's in there. I'm not entirely sure. We'll certainly be using the corn muffin mix, all these condiments. Probably go through, I would guess, about 2 containers of peanut butter in a month. Could be more if we use it for baking also. I know we'll go through a good bit of mayonnaise. There's our canned corn. All right, so as you saw, we have a ton of peas and carrots in the freezer, which is what we use to make veggie fried rice. So surely we will be using that for lunches a good bit when the kids are home for Christmas break. This plate, those are my giant jalapeno seeds drying and ready, just about ready to go in a little paper envelope to go in my seed container. All right, more condiments over there. These are 3 unopened boxes of elbow macaroni. Those are the ones that I got on sale last month. They were $3 a box. We went through 1 box in November, I believe. This 2-pack of Velveeta cheese, I'm sure that will be used in the month of December. We've got quite a bit of this wild rice blend right here. I'm definitely going to make chicken and wild rice soup one time and chicken and wild rice casserole, which those are very similar recipes. There are some oven-ready lasagna noodles that we'll definitely use. We may or may not go through one of the jars of minestrone mix. I am down to 1 box of our favorite Spanish rice seasoning. I think there are, okay, it says there's 4 packets in a box, so I guess we'll be able to use that twice. And there's some onion soup mix. I might use that to make meatloaf. My very favorite meatloaf recipe that my family loves calls for an envelope of onion soup mix. We've got ramen noodles. I don't know if we'll use the baked beans. Maybe if we do barbecue chicken sandwiches, we can use baked beans for that one night and then probably freeze what's left. I know we'll go through a lot of applesauce because we are going to run out of like fruit cups for lunches for school, even though it is a short month with Christmas break. But I do like to make sure my kids are getting fruit in. And I will be going to the grocery store for fresh produce when necessary. We are not going to go without fresh fruits and vegetables for the sake of a pantry challenge. All right, canned pumpkin, I will definitely use that to make some pumpkin bread or pumpkin muffins. We have not used this curry paste in a while, so we'll definitely use at least one of those. Rotel, cream of chicken and cream of mushroom. We will go through a lot of this coconut milk. We have quite a few Thai and Indian recipes that we really enjoy. And for our family size, we usually will go through 2 or 3 cans for one recipe, so I will share those in our weekly updates. Enchilada sauce and refried beans, black olives, artichoke hearts. I think December is going to be my chance to finally make some homemade green enchilada sauce. Crushed tomatoes. Let's see, is this more pumpkin? Oh yeah, my mother-in-law had picked up a few cans of pumpkin that she did not end up needing for Thanksgiving, so those are in here. Candied jalapenos, home canned tomato stuff, and lots of traditional marinara sauce. All right, I think next month these breadcrumbs need to be used up. I need to check the date on those, but probably I will use them when I make meatloaf. Hopefully we will not use much, if any, of this brownie mix because there are so many goodies that end up coming into the house during the holidays, things that I plan to make and others will give us, so I don't think we'll be making many from scratch desserts. We've got quite a bit of pepperoni. I actually bought semi-sweet chocolate chips and butterscotch chips for some planned baking to give to our friends and neighbors. So I probably won't be dipping into our pantry stash. All right, now I get comments on this every single time. Guys, it is perfectly safe to store your jars in 2 layers as long as you have the bands off. You can see that I only have my metal lids. All of these have been properly pressure canned or water bathed, and there's cardboard between the layers. I've been home canning, pressure canning, water bath canning for over 10 years. I've never had a failed seal, but I know how to check them. So, no need to comment that you think this is dangerous. It's not. The National Federation for Home Preservation or something like that has a whole article on it. Up here we have that box up there is cranberry sauce. I think there are at least 3 more cans in there. I have a really good crock-pot recipe. It's called Grandma's Chicken and Dressing, and you use chicken and cornbread and celery and eggs, and you make this really good crock-pot meal, and it tastes like Thanksgiving in a crock-pot. And I always serve it with cranberry sauce. My family loves it. That may be on the menu for December. We've got all of our bouillon cubes and broth base, not quite 2 cases of tomato paste, dry milk. We might be getting into that as we do baking and run out of almond milk. Some Trim Healthy Mama stuff, pancake syrup. Both of those boxes of Cheez-Its have already been opened. It's so frustrating. It's what happens when you have 8 children who don't check to see if there's already a box opened. We've got our pasta sauces. Let's see if I can get it a little brighter. Alfredo sauce, grits. I'm excited to intentionally make sure we're using grits at least once a week. I have a really great recipe for cheese grits. Sometimes I'll add scrambled eggs to it or a little bit of ground sausage. And then that's our favorite microwave popcorn. This is what is left of my tortillas. I think there are 5 packages there, so 50 tortillas. As soon as those run out, I will be making the rest from scratch for the month of December. There's 2 3-liter bottles of olive oil. More crumbled bacon, pulled pork, tuna, chili meat. These boxes are graham crackers. Some dried cranberries to make these cheese straws that I've got a recipe from a friend. They are delicious and addictive. I will show that if I make them. All right, here on the bottom, I still have these 2 boxes of rice checks that miraculously have not been opened. We will use those to make some Christmas treats. Vinegar, lard that I have not opened. A couple more granola bars left, and that will be the end of those. Lots of dried beans. I plan on going through a lot of these this month, whether it's for recipes or to put up. My favorite Aldi brand Ritz crackers. These are the whole wheat ones. There's a 25-pound bag of white rice back there. Basmati rice. I am almost through that bag on the left, and then I have 2 unopened bags. This is just a stack of French fried onions, croutons, and chips. Those will not last too long. I've already made a huge master menu with snack ideas, breakfast, lunches, dinners, thinking outside the box, ideas for when we get to the end of the month, and I am desperate for creativity. So I'm looking forward to it. I hope you guys follow along. Let me know in the comments if any of you are going to join me in this challenge. You can also find me on Instagram at Pursuit of Simplicity. I'll be posting what we're eating daily along with recipes and updates. Thanks for watching.